How you doing, everyone? This is the CyberBehike Sanakori delivering smoke signal news. April 6th, 2026. And guess what? I have my notes here because I just don't want to ramble on. I want to be as professional as I can in the cyber world. On location right now, somewhere in the Bronx. Got some beautiful plants behind me. And look at this beautiful flowers here. Reminds me of the Caribbean. Um, so let's get to it. Today I want to start with some history, some Taino living history around April historically. This time of year in the Caribbean is the wet season. That's right. It was critical for the conucos or the farming mounds. And why was April so important outside of the rains? It's time of preparation honoring Atave. And as we know, the life force of Atave is fresh waters and fertility. And this ensures that the rains will nourish the yucca. And we know her son is Yucca Huba Guamarocoti, the spirit of the yucca. So here in the Taino Funhouse and Smoke Signal News, we want to highlight today the myth of extinction versus the reality of survival. Now, for centuries, we have colonial history books or historians that they talk about that by the mid 1550s, the Taino culture as we know it, our ancestors were extinct. But today, April 6th, I want to declare a complete reversal of this narrative. So, if you historians out there believe in this extinction narrative, sorry to say, you got to go back to school. So let's start with genetic legacy. Briefly, I just want to say that modern DNA studies through the University of Copenhagen, through Professor Cruzado and Borinquen, Smithsonian, um, their project with DNA with Nawake, all of them had concluded that in Borinquen, 61% of the maternal bloodline is Caribbean indigenous. That's right. They've done studies also in Quisqueya and throughout the other islands in the Caribbean. If they found DNA that is Caribbean indigenous. As we know, you're talking about 8,000 years of admixture, so you know it's hard to get rid of the native. Cultural continuity. We just don't need DNA to prove who we are. We also need cultural evidence. So objects like the dita, which is a gourd bowl, and the use of the hamaca, and everyone loves a hamaca when they go to the beach, are examples of Taino culture. How about the foods? You still eat yuca? You still eat batata? You love sancocho? Well, there you go. That's Taino cultural continuity. And all you fishermen and women out there in the Caribbean, they like the canoa? You use it to fish? How about all you adventurers out there, nature enthusiasts who love their canoes? And, oh, that's Taino. So guess what? The Taino are not extinct. All right, let me give you some historical context. The Spanish invasion. Now, when Columbus first made contact in December of 1492, it was during the spring months in the early 1500s that the encomienda system was more aggressively enforced. That's right, during this time. Now, this led to the resistance movements led by Aguabana the Brave, and also he was also, okay, Aguabana the Brave from Borinquen, and also you have Hatue from Haiti, and then he went to Cuba, then you go to Panama, and so on in Quisqueya. So their bravery is the foundation for the community organizing right now in the Caribbean and in the diaspora and anywhere in the world where you have 2 or 3 Taino. Um, we're here and we're alive and well. Now let's check out some contemporary milestones right now. Um, April is usually a time that historically a lot of exhibitions and museums were born. For example, check this out: the Taino resurgence movement, organizations, um, for example, like the Smithsonian, affiliated exhibits, have led this Caribbean indigenous resistance through culture, documentation, and so on. And Tuesday around this time, that this is highlighted, the Taino Awards, also during the springtime, is the time where people gather and they acknowledge the wealth of culture of the different communities. So spring is a good time. Um, so basically, as here in the Smoke Signal News, the Taino is alive and well. We did not disappear. Uh, Many of us moved to the Campos, many moved to the Campos of New York and Florida and so on. We intermarried. We're still migrating, but we are still Taino. The Taino soul lives on. So right now, I just like to tell everyone that Smoke Signal News is alive and well as well, and I'll be giving daily reports related to our Taino legacy. And here in the tAiNoFuNhOuSe, Smoke Signal News, this is the cyber version of oral traditions. So if you're watching this 100 years from now, hey, keep up the good work. We're still here. Senoko Kakona, many blessings to you all. Boak Watukan, blessings, and hope to see you soon. Peace out.